But we have one of the biggest rounds, if not the biggest right here, where we see 266 shield from Thunderstruck. We have a tiny dino and 2 lunges, but it's not enough 33 health, and he's gonna get so much value here from the damage. What is going on, my Axie fam? Elijah here, back with another video, and today I'm gonna be jumping into the godfather of Ronin games, Axie Classic. It has been a while since I've made a video on Classic, and I just have to say that so many positive things are happening right now. It is kind of crazy and a little hard to keep track of. So first of all, if you're interested in Classic, definitely follow Post2 on Twitter. It's at Post2 only, because he's constantly tweeting about Axie Classic, the updates, the things to look out for. And I just need to say that right now there's tons of potential in this game for having fun and earning along the way. For one, you can see that there are tournaments for anyone to access. Even if you just made a new account, there's newbie tournaments, and these actually progress the more skilled you become in the game to higher tournaments with higher rewards. There's about 100 other things happening in Classic right now, including the ongoing Grand Tournament, which is building up to a World Championship, the Arena, which is also building up to a World Championship, and rewards for the top players every season. There's guilds and guild wars in Classic now as well, where you can see there's tons of AXS up for grabs, and then the private tournaments where you can host and join daily tournaments by community members for rewards in SLP, gold, or sometimes even AXS. So I just started experimenting with teams again. You can see that the graphics got a complete overhaul as well. They are really paying a lot of attention to this game at the moment, and I think it's great considering this is the foundation of where we all came from with Ronin Network, and I'd argue it's still our most recognizable game. However, for the purposes of today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the metas that are out there and what the pros are using at the moment, and why I picked up 3 specific Axies today to start to work into my teams. These are arena specific teams, not Cursed Coliseum, but I can also make a video on that. We're seeing some OG type builds, but with modifications. So first of all, I got second in the first ever Grand Tournament playing Immortal Bug with a backdoor bird that had hair and toothless, and we can see that the rank 1 team right now is not too far off from that. We have a really tanky plant with Turnip and Cattail, the Immortal Bug, and then a Dawn with Eggshell and Pigeon Post for the same transfer that I had in my hair Axie. But there's also Hungry Bird, which is the highest damage bird mouth at 130. Absolutely crazy power behind this card. And so I thought the best place for me to start would be modifying a team I'm already very comfortable with. I'm going to continue to use my plant up front. It really has everything that you need. You have durability, you have card draw, you have energy destroyed. This guy right here is tried and true for me. Same Immortal Bug in the middle, and then this is really the one switch that I'm making. So the first Axie that I bought today is one of these Dawns, but one of the key differences between this and having a bird is that being a Dawn, it is immune to targeting from Turnip on plants. And then the other big difference is that the beast damage here on the tail and hair, I think that you would rather have all bird damage in this kind of meta. And specifically some of these ones that have the midline Aqua with Teal Shell and Pumpkin and whatnot. The bird damage is going to go a long way in trying to finish off this Axie in the later game. And then I just thought it'd be cool to add one other team that I can start to experiment with. So I did some digging, and we can see here that rank 2 has a double plant Aqua team, David, who also makes Classic content on YouTube, and then we have Thunderstruck, one of the all-time greats in Classic, playing the same build. He's actually using the exact same plant that I have, so I thought, you know what, why don't I just pick up this midliner that looks like an absolute badass, and then this slick Aqua that actually at first glance seems kind of underwhelming, but is also just such a heavy hitter. So that's exactly what I did. I have an Aqua with Risky Fish, Pliers, Goldfish, and Cottontail. The energy gain here, very important for us. You know, we pretty much always want to have that on one Axie in a team. Goldfish is late game, timing this the right way so that we can speed up and get the advantage. And Risky plus Pliers is going to hit like an absolute freight train against other plants, reptiles, or dusks. The midliner that has only 32 speed is going to be an absolute game changer against Axies such as Reflectiles that are 39 speed. The Kataro Advantage that gains an energy energy against faster Axies, it's going to be massive. It's the same situation with the Immortal Bug, 34 speed, and we're also going to just gain a lot of value from this Kotaro. And the Hatsune and Scarab are also going to help us a ton if we ever end up facing this bad boy in a 1v1. We now can disable Parasite, and we can make sure that it doesn't heal from Mosquito. So you wouldn't think that there's plants out there that stand a chance, but guess what? There actually is, and we're looking at one right here that can hold its own against one of the other strongest Axies in the game. So I'm just beginning my ladder climb. I thought that maybe a good idea would be to look at some of the highest level play happening right now. So I'm gonna load up a replay between Thunderstruck and Mitsuya, who is actually also in the top 10. So this is gonna be a couple of heavyweights going at it, and in round one, we can see that Thunderstruck comes out swinging, playing a Risky Fish, Goda, and a Cactus, so one energy destroyed right off the bat. And also, it's worth noting that there's a Rice for Mitsuya at the midline, so we're gonna keep track of that and see kind of how Thunderstruck works around it, not wanting to lose any energy. We know how big of a momentum shift that can be. Thunderstruck taking really no chances here, plays 2 energy again and finishes off the front line. Pretty standard play, and also picking the right cards to get the job done early. Here, another 2 energy played from Thunderstruck. Spiky Wing and Spears coming into the front line of his plant. Mitsuya finally takes down Thunderstruck's frontliner, and then a Kotaro gaining an energy, but we did see that 2 Kotaros from this backline Reflectile doing absolutely nothing on a plant-based team. Plant-based sounds so funny, actually. Sounds like this team is vegan. And then this midliner getting the value from Kotaro, so we can see some of the power that Thunderstruck has right now in this comp. 2 more energy spent, no steals being effective. A Cactus and a Scarab, so much damage, but we can see that it's actually still pretty close. I love this play here from Thunderstruck in round 5, leading with the Pliers. He already has the attack up, so this is going to do so much damage to the Dusk, and then finishing with the Risky Fish. Make sure you're ordering your cards the right way, because now he has attack up again, which is going to be so painful for this Reflectile. But we have one of the biggest rounds, if not the biggest, right here, where we see 266 shield from Thunderstruck. We have a tiny Dino and 2 lunges, but it's not enough. 33 health, and he's gonna get so much value here from the damage. 2 Scarabs, 2 Hatsunes, and this Reptile's going down to 264 health. Now he puts up 220 shield, but look at the Pliers. It's gonna be insane. 230 damage, and what better way to end a game than with a crit on the Risky Fish and another high damage Risky Fish to follow. Probably would have got it done anyway without the crit, but it sure is fun to see those in Classic still to this day. And that's it for that match. Some of the highest competition that's out there right now. Now, you're not always going to play every single piece of energy against Rice. Sometimes you'll slow down if you see your opponent play one single Rice before the deck resets. You can take a chance and skip if that's important to do. Thunderstruck just continued to bring max pressure, and we can see that the damage output on this team is absolutely insane. So on that note, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a lot more I haven't talked about yet, such as artifacts. I'm still learning a bit about those, and then many other features in Classic. So I'll probably have a follow-up video to talk more about what's going on in the Axie ecosystem. But I wanted to go back to my roots in this one and talk high-level metas. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next. Love you all. Catch you in the next video. Peace.